The most common question that I get from fellow healers, coaches, and my student is how to start, grow, and build a successful spiritual business. A lot of light workers, earth angels, star seeds, and empaths are very gifted healers, and they are also very talented at healing other people, helping them grow, and seeing other people's potentials. But a lot of times as light workers, we are stuck in the poverty mindset. We're stuck in lack, we're stuck in struggles and procrastination. Sometimes we have money blockages that prevents us to fully receiving the abundance that is our birthright. And so in this video, I wanted to share with you these 8 tips that have changed my business and have continued to grow my business to now pulling in $5,000, $10,000 a month as a full-time spiritual healer. So if you are someone that is wanting to create or translate your life purpose into a thriving business that is aligned to your soul purpose, that is heart-centered, and that bring in abundance of opportunities or partnership or projects or financial abundance, then stay tuned to these videos as I share with you how I went from a 9-to-5 corporate employee to now having my successful, thriving business and having the lifestyle freedom that I craved for many years in my life. Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany. I am a priestess of light and alchemy. I am the founder of My Inner Temple as an international spiritual healer. I've been running over 200 plus sold out workshops, retreats, webinars, and training programs. And I am also the course director at the New Earth Alchemist Academy, the School of Spiritual Healing and Business Success. So first thing first is rule number 1, keeping it simple and being realistic. So keeping it simple, I mean that, as you're building your business, you are listening to all these gurus. There's so much information online that you can find about Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and these fancy funnels and SEO. It can all create a lot of headaches and confusion, and it might even cripple you to make you feel like, oh my God, I can't do all of these things, and actually stall your momentum when it comes to building and growing your business. So keep it really simple, and the reason I say that is because it actually works, right? For me, when I started pulling in this 10K launch that I did, I didn't have a huge email list. I have less than 300 people on my list. I didn't spend thousands of dollars in ads, not even hundreds, really. I didn't do any ads, and so I don't even have any fancy funnels, right? Like those big names out there. So you don't need like fancy, complicated things to make your income goal. And that means that having your income goal that is realistic. So all of us, yes, we want to make millions of dollars. Some of us want to make like a realistic household income. So being clear on how much do you need to make to cover your monthly expenses. Is it $3,000? Is it $5,000? And then from there, reverse engineer to how you would bring in that income. So for example, if you are someone like me that have over 10 certifications, have years of training, you might only need to work with one client on a really deep level for $3,000, right? In a training program where you teach them everything you know and help them build the business. Or you can do courses, where you can sell courses from $500 each. So let's say a 2-month online course with bi-weekly online group support for $500. That means you only need to sell to 6 people per month to hit your income goal of $3,000. So now you get to see that making money is actually not hard, right? As a light worker, you have so much skills from this lifetime, you have so much skills from other lifetimes, you have the support from your spirit guides. So all of them are rooting for us, right? To create this new earth of abundance, of purpose, passion, and prosperity. And it is for you to really rise, to do what you need to do, to learn what you need to do, to make the potentials a reality. Number 2 is branding and credibility. So lightworkers, we're very good at the 5D things, right? We chase after esoteric knowledge, we want to channel, we want to speak to the galactic beings, but at the same time, we really need to ground ourselves, right? There's no point of having all this knowledge if you cannot share with people, if you cannot create a lifestyle where you feel nourished, where you have the freedom, where you are an example of what the new earth is going to be. So having a brand, right, grounding, rooting yourself, opening up your heart is very important at this stage. And when it comes to branding, like one tip that I have for you right now is to go on your Facebook and ask your friends, what are the 3 words that you would use to describe me? So for me, for example, the top 4 words that people would use is gentle, compassion, wisdom, powerful. So then I know that this is how people perceive me, right? And I like those words. So my branding is going to reflect those energies. I don't need to be like Tony Robbins, who's fiery, who's being masculine. I can be myself, who's an introvert, who's a bit shy, who's empath, and still be able to have the success that I want. So never put yourself in a box. Another thing about branding is start thinking about your brand color. So my brand color is white, turquoise, and light pink. So in my posts, I'll always make sure I have those colors in my post on my social media. You want to think about how people recognize you with the energy. And also now to start thinking about how to build credibility. If you are just starting out or you're brand new in this industry, you need to create some social proof for yourself, which means testimonials. You need to get yourself featured in podcasts or with different companies that are more well-known. So for example, if you go to my website, under my About page, you will see icons of companies that I've worked with as feature healers and speakers. And in that way, you build yourself this proof, this authority that you are a serious person, you're a serious healer who's serious about what you do, right? And that is one way to help yourself stand out from the crowd. Number 3 is skills, which means perfecting your craft. So when I first started, I thought that being a Reiki healer or Reiki master is going to be enough to have a full-time business. Not exactly. There are thousands, if not millions, of Reiki healers out there. What makes you so different than the rest of them, right? So then I started investing thousands of dollars in my training, in certifications, in working with coaches and mentors that helped me become who I am. Right now I'm able to do inner child work, soul retrieval, cord cutting, channeling, and opening the Akashic records, and beyond. So much more skills that I have now compared to when I first started. So it's being really good at what you do, right? It's also when you have a client coming to you, not only are you able to offer them just one modality or 2 modality, you have like 10 different modality in your healer's tool belt that no matter what your client is facing, you have something to support them, to help them along this process. And that's what makes them comes back to you one after another and rave about you to their friends and family. Number 4 is packaging. So a lot of us, right, that are starting our business, I get it if you're just starting and you need practice, you offer one-off sessions, but there comes a time where you need to start packaging up your talents, your gifts, and your brilliance into an amazing offer that not only help you serve your client at a deeper level, that your client is able to get all the knowledge, all the skills that they need to be successful. And that cannot come from one-off sessions. One-off session is great if someone just want to, oh, I wonder what past life healing is like, or, oh, I wonder, what does my spirit guide has to say to me. But for the more regular clients, your soulmate dream clients, you need to see them on a consistent basis. And that's what I do with most of my clients. We come back, we create a connection, we build, we get to know each other, and they get to experience different types of spiritual healing. So it's very important for you to learn how to package your offer so that you're not consistent hustling over like $70 an hour or like $40 an hour. I've been there. I have so many different modalities, and sometimes my clients don't even know what I do. Like my massage clients doesn't know that I do inner child work. My inner child clients doesn't know that I teach Reiki. My Reiki student doesn't know that I do business coaching. So in a way, you're also letting people know with clarity who you are, what you stand for, and what you have to offer. Number 5, this is very important, is messaging. So because as a spiritual healer, we're doing things that are kind of intangible sometimes, right? There's still a lot of programming and blockages in humanity, even though it's shifting now. So many people awakening, becoming more interested in working on themselves on the soul level. We still need to be able to translate what we do in tangible form. What you have to offer is way beyond material satisfaction. So you need to be able to translate to your clients why it is important. You're not trying to sell them some things that they don't need. You're trying to be very powerful in your messaging, that you activate them. You start to awaken them to why they need your service in the first place. And number 6 is systems and strategies. So as healers, most of us tend to be empaths. We're really sensitive to energies, and we are generally introverts, right? We need to have our own space. I know a lot of business coaches out there tell you to, oh, you know what, just go out there and talk to people. You can close the sale right there and then in the coffee shop. To me, it's like, but I'm an introvert. I don't know how to go up to random strangers and talk about and my services and sell. That's not my style, right? I'm able to talk about what I do, but selling right on the spot is not something that I do, doesn't feel right for me, and that's okay. The way that I do my sales are very different. I have a system that I invite my clients to work with me, and that it is simple and it's not overwhelming. It's not salesy, it's not pushy, it's not cliche. So in a way that suits my personality and that suits my client's personality. Because a lot of us don't want to be sold at, right? We don't want to have people call us on the phone and sell us these things that we never asked for. So when it comes to selling nowadays, you really need to have a system and strategy in place that is clear to your clients and to really attract the clients that you want with clear messaging. Number 7 is mindset. So a lot of us have gone through a lot of past life trauma. We have been burned as witches. We have taken vows of silence or poverty as monks. We have perhaps been suppressed or abused as the healer in another past life. There's a lot of stories about if you're spiritual, you're going to be broke or you can't have money. There's a lot of restrictions. And for a while, I did follow that, right? I did think that, okay, if I'm spiritual now, if I'm a healer, then I can't charge a lot of money for my services. But then I started to become broke. I started to feel burnout. I started to resent my work. And that's not what I wanted to do, because I know that this is my sole purpose. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So only thing that is standing in my way is my mindset. And I really needed to change that. And this is also a time for light workers to really say yes to receiving abundance, right? We talk about how the elites have all the money. So shouldn't it be okay for light workers to now create abundance so we can fund the charities that we stand for, or to create the charity that we want to create, or to fund other people, help other people along their journey? Because we are wealthy, we're taken care of. And when you are taken care of, when you are nourished, guess what? Your clients get a higher level of service from you. if you're constantly exhausted, if you're constantly hustling or in the poverty mindset, then we are all going to be trapped into this limitation. So having abundance is a symptom of ascension and empowerment and transformation for us light workers. And it is your divine birthright. And of all the galactics and angels that I've channeled and speak to, they all want us to have abundance. They always say that there's nothing wrong with money itself, right? To look at it as a form of energy exchange, as a tool to bring in the new earth. Money in itself can be used for good. So this is what they're encouraging us to do, right? To rise as leaders, to rise as priestess, as warriors, and to serve, to help those people that need our service, that needs our love. And finally, number 8 is support and community. So if you were like me, you're probably gonna be like, okay, I can do this on my own and I'm going to figure this out. And what I've realized is doing it on my own sucks, right? It is overwhelming and you get procrastination, and sometimes you just feel so burnt out after, let's say, 2 years of your business, and it's really not having any breakthrough in your bank account, in your business, in your life. So you started to get demotivated, and some people quit, right? A lot of new business fail because of the lack of cash flow. And yours don't have to be like that. Yours can be abundant and thriving, but it starts with you, right? It starts with you saying yes to receiving, yes to having support, and yes to having the community. So if you're ready to create this new business with passion, purpose, and prosperity, and if you're ready for a life-changing experience, apply for a call right now, and I cannot wait to speak to you. Thank you for joining me in this video. I hope that the material that you've learned today will help you ascend your business to the next level, and stay tuned to my future trainings and webinars where I'll be giving you more free resources to help you accelerate your success to the next level. This is Tiffany Tin. Thank you for watching. Bye.